All right. So, cynically speaking, take 9, I believe. Yeah, so it's Saturday, Valentine's Day, if you're into that sort of thing. You know, the made up holiday by the fucking candy cartel. uh, yeah, so I'm not into that. I don't know who would be. So this is just random. Just hanging out, chilling, just had a good steak, good dinner. Made some cookies today, so that's always nice. Waiting for the fucking edibles to fully kick in. It's relatively early. It's not even 9 o'clock where I'm at. So yeah, just kind of hanging out and thinking about how the year's been going so far. Which wild shit, right? If you're talking about society as a whole, talking about personal issues, you know, just fine, I guess. With the exception of getting annoyed by watching all the horrible activities going on in society right now, which is pretty fucked up. But you know, I think people are doing all they can, lowering this seat down a little bit. I think people are doing all they can. Looks like the protesting worked pretty well. Well, eventually, they are pulling all those brown shirts out of Minnesota. So not necessarily streaming this evening for to ramble on about politics and how fucking how shitty MAGA people are and all that sort of thing, the stuff we talk about or I ramble on about all the time. It's more about you know probably gonna be really boring if anybody does actually see this because I don't have anything particularly to talk about. I just wanted to kind of do a stream, try to get more in the habit of doing them. For me, it's kind of hit and miss. As much as I try to at the first year, so I was going to try to do them every week. It's been kind of hit and miss though. I've done a few, I guess, this year, but I think it's been like 3 weeks, maybe even a month since I did this. So you know, you're supposed to have worthwhile content. Not many people want to tune in to listen to some rando dude just fucking ramble on about shit. I don't really give a fuck. I do this just more for me than anything else. Yeah, and for a few people, you know who you are. Um, but but yeah, so all the crazy things going on in society in general since the beginning of this year. Oh yeah, job numbers came out. Already some people calling bullshit on those. I mean, um, considering the way people are polling are feeling about how things are going. I guess it's Saturday night, it's Valentine's Day. Not that that means anything. I'm a hopeless romantic, but I'm unattached at the moment and probably will be until the end of my days, which is not a plea for. It's more of like just a statement of fact, and I like it that way. Quite frankly, that's not a and that's not a. I'm happy alone. No, I really am. It's great. I'm kind of a selfish person anyway, so to have as much time as I get to myself, it's nice. I get my social shit from going to the office a few days a week. When I have to go in for that, 'cause it's kind of a hybrid situation I work in right now. So that's nice for social shit, but yeah. Um, Generally speaking, didn't want to wasn't wanting to stream tonight just to rant and rave and bitch about or complain or be cynical about all the same shit because it's all the same shit and it doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. Um, the Olympics, there's something positive, right? Anybody been watching? I know I haven't. Catching little reels of events and shit here and there. Usually I watch it quite a bit, but have not really dived into it this year. Um, yeah, this just isn't going really well. I ain't gonna lie. You know, hand to Bob. it's just not. I thought I had more to discuss and talk about, and now I'm live streaming, and I really don't have much to say. So I think I'll go ahead and cut it short. Maybe I'll pop back on here in a little bit or something. Um, it's quite possible I had some shit to say, and then I got kind of high. It will start kicking in, and now I'm losing my train of thought. So who knows? Day in the life of a perpetually stoned, cynical elder gentleman.